here. See, now this is where, oh, and we're live.
Yes.
This is where I would love you here because I'm actually going to a studio tomorrow, and I'd be like, come on, let's just record it real quick.
Ah,
But we'll figure it out. Go ahead.
welcome everyone. We are Business Cousins back again. Week 3. We're gonna keep pushing through so that you can follow our journey from business to success to share our knowledge and our bumps and bruises along the way. I am Tasha Cooper Ware. I am the founder CEO of HLS Collective. We are a wellness and fitness community based here in Washington, D.C., but we are universal and we provide services from nutrition, mobility, and mindset coaching.
I love it. This just popped in my head. What if you said, hey, we help you, let's see here, we create fitness for all of your life, not some of your life.
Right. Because it's a legacy, not a trend.
Yeah, that's good. We got to get that transformation in there.
Yeah.
I
because
like it.
this is a long-term thing.
It
This
is.
is not.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle. That's what HLS stands for, y'all. Healthy Lifestyle Collective, because fitness can be very fleeting. And sometimes you don't have time and you have to work it in the other parts of your life so that it's sustainable.
That's
Indeed.
good.
Indeed.
But listen, my name is Bruce Hill, your actual cousin, not pretend one. I make sales simple for entrepreneurs, for businesses, and by helping them ask better questions.
Yes. Better questions, get the answers that you need in real time.
Man, listen, I got some stories. I know we're gonna start. Oh, so if you're new here, hey, this is Business Cousin Podcast. And we start with a weekly recap. We're building a format. We're building this as we go. So if you look this week, you're like, man, his lighting's kind of terrible. It is. That's okay.
We're working on it.
Progress over perfection. So she just sent me the link for some lights. So it looks like hers. So next week's gonna look like hers. And we can do background. We're gonna have intros. But here's the difference, y'all. There's the message in the lesson. We start and improve. A lot of people just improve, but no one ever sees it. They never start. Guess what? You don't win points for planning.
That's a good one. You don't win points for planning.
Write that down.
Yes, that is a quotable. Yeah, I mean that's part of it. I think people are scared to start businesses because of that. They're scared of the failure and what it looks like. And we're out here. We're like, we're just gonna do it.
Man,
click the button, go live,
press the button.
Press the button.
I was talking to a buddy of mine this morning, and I was like, man, smart people just don't do well in entrepreneurship. He's like, well, that's not good. I'm not that smart. And I was like, well, how are you doing entrepreneurship? He's like, I've been a full-time entrepreneur for 20 years. I was like, exactly. He was like, how does that work? And I was like, you know what? Because you execute. It's because you execute. Shout out to Andre C. Hatchard. He'll say this all the time. I ain't the smartest person in the room, but you will absolutely not outwork me. You will not out-execute me.
Yes. Consistency is what helps me win. I am a very consistent person. I learned it from ballet, starting at 5, retiring at 28, knowing that this one plie will get you to the stage of Alvin Ailey if you put in that work. Now, you got to put in a lot of work, 8 hours a day. I've done 7 days a week, but I wasn't the most talented.
But you was the most consistent.
I didn't miss a class.
We need a soundboard, like pew 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 pew.
I have a soundboard. I think
we have one. Hit the button.
Let me see. I think we have a button. That's a heartbeat.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, this is fun, y'all. We're just having fun with it.
Yeah.
Listen, when it's difficult, you got to remember it's fun.
Yeah, and teamwork success. I think that's what's making this fun, is that we really do like talking about business. We could talk all day. We done had about 3 conversations before we even went live today about our ups and downs and our weeks and woes. And it's like, y'all.
And that's why if it feels like you're jumping in the middle of a conversation, you kind of are. Because I kept yelling at her. I'm like, press the button.
He did. I was like, wait, let me sing you this.
He's like, oh, I got to tell you this. I'm like, okay, that's good. So press the button.
Y'all, my cousin is pushing me out of my box. I never like to be in the box anyway, but I really appreciate his just do it attitude, because in business, sometimes you need a cheerleader, especially when you work with yourself a lot. You need one more person that's not in your business that is also going through some of the woes and the feels that come along with the day-to-day grind. And we're in holiday season. So it's
Yeah,
not
well,
like,
show me your sweatshirt.
oh
I
yes,
gotta get some gear. But
yes,
it's a holiday, not a holiday week,
not a Halloween week,
people.
y'all.
This is your accountability message.
Stay in it. Stay in it. Don't just go to the mac and cheese for the next 4
Mm,
days. I mean, have
mm,
a holiday, have it one day,
mhm.
but don't eat it all week because we can't outwork that.
Yeah, you can't outwork bad habits.
Can't
Mm.
outwork those bad
It's been
habits.
4 minutes.
So, what's your week been like, Bruce?
Man, it's been a crazy week. So I'm studying for my life insurance license.
Mm,
Um, Someone important to me passed, and they didn't have life insurance set up.
mm,
And I was like, man, I got to be a better example for my family. So I'm studying. I'm almost done. Hope to take the test next week. And I say hope, not because any self doubt. I'm just not sure they open next week, right?
mhm.
It's holiday. So I've been studying for that. I've been working on launching a workshop series. So if you're in Atlanta, Georgia, we host workshops twice a month in person on asking better questions. I actually just hosted the very first one this past Saturday. I want to
Mhm.
read this testimonial to you. So it was Saturday at 10:17. He said, got here a bit early for your event in the lobby. Okay.
Mhm.
3:21 p.m. same day, right? So he's gone to a workshop, grab something to eat afterwards. He said, already booked my first call based on our chat this morning. Right. That's an action taker right there.
Mhm.
Then today, what is that? Four days later? Let's see, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days later. He said, hey, I just want to share a quick update. I tried your method from the training for the first time today using the better questions. Got a commitment for a sale for January 6th for $3,500. We'll keep you posted when it's closed. I like that new approach. I bet he does.
Ah, I bet you proof is in the
It's
pudding.
easy. Listen, there's software and there's programs and there's techniques, but if you can just ask better questions, man, listen.
Yeah. I mean, that's a win. That's a win of the week. Come on now.
Thank you.
Come
Thank
on
you. Wait,
now.
hit that
I know, like,
little
what you mean? Which
applause.
was of applause?
There you go. Thank you.
Yay! I love it. I love it.
So
Okay.
it's been a good week, and then and remember, y'all, this isn't the best way to do it. It's not the only way to do it. It's just how we do it. So I still work 9 to 5. So I closed the deal last week for my 9 to 5, and then there's 2 more I'm hoping to get signed later today, actually.
Okay.
So I think a big part of a lot of skills for running a business is time management.
Yeah.
Because I still like to play video games, got to spend time with my partner, I got to exercise, right? And I like to cook. Um, so I don't remember earlier she said she's done, 8 hours a day. She's done 7 days a week. There's a time for that. It's just not all the time. That's where you
Yeah.
got to be careful. There's seasons. We'll talk about that when we talk about the hustle. So it's been a fantastic month. Just because it's the end of the year, we're not letting off the gas, all gas, no brakes. We
Yep.
still take time for rest. We still take time to meditate, but that doesn't mean we take time off when we shouldn't be, right? It's a holiday, not a
Not a
Halloween.
Halloween. Indeed. Indeed.
So it's been fantastic. What about you, Tasha?
So I spent a lot of time this week kind of closing out some of my marketing books, setting up the new CRM communication, getting a new phone number so we can send out text messages to get
Nice.
people to make sure that they book and that they get the confirmation. Spend some time on that. Also got a win of the week. One of my clients is down 30 pounds. And in her words, not mine, with no shots. Just
Some
her words,
shade.
not mine. No shade. Yep, her words, not mine. She said no shots, just good habits and consistency
That's beautiful.
and doing the things that I told her over the last year to do and to implement, which is dope because it's through coaching and I don't actually train her one-on-one. It's just implementing the formula that I've given her and the
It's,
methods.
it's fitness for your life, not just your body.
Yes.
Yes.
For your life, not just your body.
Ooh,
So
write that one down.
yes, so that was a win. Finished out some of our we're getting ready for our March Women's Wellness Day. So working through some of those nuances, what marketing we're doing, what platform that we're going to sell our tickets on. So a lot of administration stuff that I'm trying to get done before January that is happening. It's going. And then solidifying my women's retreat.
Yes. Excited about
Solidifying
that.
our date. That's going to be in North Carolina. The Table of Life with Tommy V, another cousin of mine, actually.
It's not a catchphrase. It's a business cousins podcast.
It's a thing, y'all. It's a thing. So I'm excited about that. And also had some people quit on me. That's a thing. So working through that and what that looks like, and does it even matter? Or can I can just push through, and these tasks aren't things that I'm not capable of.
That's a good one. Let's dive into that.
Okay.
Team member quits.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
What do you do? First thing I did was to reassess. Well, first I was irritated, so I could be honest and transparent about
Be
that.
real.
Because I thought I had everything set going in. I'm like, okay, I got this solidified, got my advisory board, and the reasoning behind the quit, it was a little bit, didn't think it was as valid as maybe they felt.
Okay.
However, what it did was light a little bit of a fire to go, actually, I applied for that grant myself yesterday. You're not going to do it? I'll just make bandwidth for me to do it myself. So did that. That was great. Got that on my plate. And then I realized, I got a lot of things already set in order to apply for some more grants and some more funding. And it had nothing to do with one of the deliverables that they needed in the first place.
And that's the thing. So I want to go from the other perspective, the person that quit. Like, if you don't have the bandwidth, I'm reading a book right now called The Capacity Code. And I want to shout out my friend. Here we go. Valerie Lynn Somerville Harris. Got to get that name in there. She changed recently, so shout out to her. And she talks about knowing where too much is too much. And so, I want to commend the person I was working with you for saying, hey, I'm at capacity and leaving. I don't know the whole story, just challenged like, hey, let's make sure we're operating with integrity, we're communicating effectively, giving some folks some heads up and some notice. But for all of you out there that sometimes, man, Bruce, I'm stressed out, burnt out, and worn out. Hey, stop and breathe. We're giving you permission if that's what you needed. We are not going to be those hustle culture.
Absolutely. And that's the thing is, I agree with that 100%. If the bandwidth has left the room, it happens to the best of us. I wanted more feedback so that moving forward, it could be a better working relationship, and that communication is always open in that regard. So that is not lost on me. I understand that is what I have to coach my clients on, being true to what they do have space for. And sometimes you have to put yourself first. Totally.
Absolutely.
And that's how it is in business. She has her own business. I have my own business, and people aren't going to treat your business like they treat their business. It just is what it is. I've learned that over the last 5 or 6 years. And some people call their business their babies. I don't see it like that.
Ooh, we got to talk about that. But I want to go back to where you said at first I was irritated. Is there room for emotions in business?
Yeah, because we're human.
That's how I feel about it.
Yeah. I mean, I think that when someone sends you something like that in an email and you're vigorously doing work at that moment, you're like, oh man, that was left field. Didn't see that coming. So your initial feeling, we're allowed to emote. Like the business that I am in, it is an emotional business. Yes, you want to be fit, but there is some type of emotional attachment to your food, to your wellness, your relationship with your lifestyle, what you want your lifestyle to be. And it is not devoid of emotion, and neither is business, because so many of my clients, they're in business, whether they're working for corporate or whether they're working for themselves. They are CEOs, they're executives, and you might have to go off to the side and emote, but it's not devoid of being real.
I love that. I think there's a 90s movie says there's no crying in baseball.
Oh yeah.
So telling my age a little bit there. Yes. My favorite kids movies. So how do we make space and honor our emotions without making emotional decisions?
Exactly. And I feel you, like, and yes, I'm old enough for that movie too, but it's the same in ballet. Like, I remember having a friend who used to cry in class, and we would look at her like, are you crazy? There's no crying in ballet. Yes, it hurts. Yeah, your toes are bleeding. You're supposed to smile though. Like it's a
Mm.
whole thing. So, and my mom is an HR mom. So I don't know if your dad said this, but my mom was, I think she got it, they got it from my grandmother's fix your face. You ever been told
Yeah,
to fix
yeah,
your face? It's like
I have.
you do have to present yourself a certain way in certain situations, but your authenticity is your authenticity.
Yeah, and that's the harmony that has to happen.
Hmm.
We ain't taking no stuff from people.
Right.
However, you just want to ask yourself, like, okay, does my reaction serve my higher self and my higher goals?
Exactly. Which
Mhm.
is why my response, with help from ChatGPT, I can admit, was
AI is
professional.
a tool, not a replacement. Trust me.
Yes, yes, and it was divulge of any emotion because that is not actually what I even cared about. You know, it
Oh,
was
you're like me. I wanted the feedback. What can we do differently? How can we improve our processes? Why was this important? If this was what is indeed a whole nother process, where can we put this earlier in our communication? Like, there's so much to learn from this opportunity. And I'll tell
yes.
you guys what, growth happens from the disagreements more than the agreements.
Oh, agreed. Agreed. My husband always says that. He's like, "Well, honey, what was the lesson that you learned?" And at first, I said, "I
But I
learned."
don't want to learn no lesson. I'm mad.
What I said was, I didn't learn nothing. So then I said, "But give me a couple days. Let me think about it." And then,
Yeah.
after the simmer down and I did go do some leisure with some friends. I was like, okay, now I could come back to it, and I'm gonna just do the thing that I needed done in the first place. It
Hmm.
will get done.
Hmm.
So it was definitely that, and it actually showed me how prepared I really was. I already had things in order.
Ooh.
I already had these things in
Ooh.
order. Can't do anything about technology. We know we're using technology now and learning as we go. And it happens. It
Speaking of
does.
technology, QuickBooks had me jammed up the other day. Um, just on it wanted permission, but then it was asking the other site, and the other site wouldn't give it permission until QuickBooks had permission, and I was just like,
That's what happened to my P&Ls. That's exactly what happened to me. QuickBooks was glitching and they weren't speaking to each other from the bank account to the rules
mm-hmm,
set to the actual information to bring in a clean P&L. It was inaccurate. As soon as I saw it, I said, that's inaccurate. Those numbers, it's not pulling in thousands of dollars. It's wrong. So,
mm.
but it was the same thing. And apparently it's the bank. And so I'm going to open a new business bank account that connects easier.
Shout out to Navy Federal. I called them up. They got it
That's what
right.
I'm getting. I'm getting a new
Shout out to
Navy
Navy
Federal. Come
Federal.
on now. I'm opening up a business account with Navy Federal this
That
week.
take good care of me.
Yeah, they do? Okay. And there's one
Mhm.
1.7 miles from my home.
Beautiful.
So,
Yeah, get you a little bit in the credit card.
yep. Yep.
Um, what else did they do for me? I think I just had a checking savings and a business credit card right now.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, and
we were talking about some lines of credit as I continue to grow. But
amazing. Amazing.
mhm.
I mean, it's a thing. And that's another thing that people don't realize, even though I'm in fitness and wellness, you got to do the accounting part. You got to do all. No one would
Listen,
ever think I have to use Excel docs and P&Ls and all the things. But I learned that from working with Gold's Corporate. So,
but that's yeah. There's so much lessons to be learned from your corporate career. We'll very rarely talk bad about anyone staying in their career. We only going to talk about people that make excuses.
right.
But one of the big things I learned this the hard way is that people are good at baking pies, aren't good at running a business.
Exactly.
And I think I got that from the E Myth. Because I had it in here and then I read the E Myth. I was like, man, that's what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
And those are different skills. Like, I'm really, really good at helping you hear yes more often without sounding salesy.
Yeah.
I'm excellent at training, really strong at coaching. Running a business, I need
Working.
some work.
Teamwork success. Working on that.
So I want you to give yourself some grace in those areas that you may not feel strong
Mm-hmm.
because you haven't practiced as much. And that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. And sometimes you got to be like the others and fail up because people do it all the time.
Sure, that's what I do every day.
Every day, and 1% goes a long way. And you'll be surprised what you learn from just trying. I was a Canva whiz when it was all said and done. And now I've hired someone and now AI does it. Like things change daily. Oh, that's the other thing I worked on this week
Oh,
too,
what else you work on this week?
is figuring out how to implement AI as a futurist in my business. to make sure that we're not left behind because it's moving quickly and things launch daily. Things that you can do. You remember you used to spend hours on presentations and PowerPoints, and now you can do it like that.
Oh man, we need to do an AI segment.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Let's talk AI in the next one.
Mhm.
Because that's a whole nother.
That's a whole nother. So I spent some time with that. I have a great person that we can bring on one day. And she's an
Yes.
expert. She's a futurist and an expert in the AI HR operations space.
Interesting.
Yes.
Usually they're a little slow on that side of the business to adopt change. So that's really exciting to hear.
And she went from a very high executive position in HR at a very prominent company, and she is doing great work. So we definitely can bring her on. Her name is Cherise Green. Shout out Cherise.
Shout out to Cherise Green, y'all. Listen, we're just gonna fill this up with people we know. Yeah, this is what we gotta do. This is a note. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. We need to do some in person.
Yes.
Like some specials or something. Well, I'll come up there, you come down here, whichever. I've got some great studios in Atlanta. They're everywhere. It's magical.
Oh, okay.
And we should do like a guest series. And
for sure.
We keep everything. There's like our live session like this. We'll do a couple special in person. We'll do some guest series. Man, this is about to be a fire podcast.
Oh yeah. We wait till this time next year when we say it's not a holiday, it's a Halloween.
Man, like, they said it last year. That's what they said last year. Yeah.
Still here. So how are you dealing with the holiday hustle?
Okay.
Your holiday peace.
Let's talk about it.
You know?
One thing I'm really big on is I'm not doing anything because of the date on the calendar.
Exactly.
And I think a lot of people, I had one guy, he's like, man, I just don't know if I have enough money for presents. I was like, then don't buy any.
We're building me an office. Presents. We're gonna do like it's made up. It's great for the kiddies. You know, I'm here for the give the kids a day of fun.
And that's why I try to tell them, as dad to dad, like, yo, I know you want to have a good holiday for your kids, but you got to understand there ain't no holes in none of their clothes. There ain't no holes in none of their shoes. They haven't missed a meal ever. The lights is on. They got their little Switches and Xboxes and PlayStation. Like, you take good care of them. Like, you can't beat yourself up because you don't have an extra $4,000 to spend on BS.
Yeah. I saw someone do an exercise with their children to say, well, before we do your list for this year, tell me what I got you last year.
Oh. Pew, 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 pew. Hit them with it.
Oh, where's the black? Yeah, I always say beep, 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 beep. I don't know if there's a beep, 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 beep.
Oh, there's like that, what is it called? An air horn, I think.
Is it called an air horn? I think I have to download that for us.
Man, I'm going to download that one. Yo, what have you done for me lately?
What did you get? What did mommy and dad buy you last? What did Auntie Tasha get you last?
If they answer it, they be like, cool.
Then maybe they might even still have it. But if they can't answer it,
then maybe you don't need nothing else. But let's talk about this. I know you don't have any. I got one on the way. Kids do like toys, but they remember experiences.
That's exactly. Oh, that's that was the other side of the coin. They said, "What's the last vacation mommy took you on?"
And they'll tell you, and we went here, and we ate this, and this was the weather. And that's a big thing for me. Why entrepreneurship is so important to me. I mean, thankful for my 9 to 5, but it's about time freedom. I never want, and this isn't just for my future kids, it's for my family. I don't want to have to tell my cousin Tasha, like, Tasha, I can't do a podcast with you. I gotta work late tonight.
Yeah.
No, I gotta pick up a second job because I don't have no money. No.
Yeah.
Entrepreneurship really is about freedom. Go ahead.
It is totally. I feel the same way. I don't want to have to cancel on you because I had to pick up an extra shift or but again, I also don't have to go too far into consumerism. So
that's the other side. But I do want to pause and say, shout out, it's love to everyone that does have to work 2 or 3 to make ends meet.
Absolutely.
I know it's tough out here.
Everybody, most people I know have at least two hustles.
Yeah.
Even if it's not a, reparations, you gotta get it how you get it.
But if you're having to work 2 or 3 to make ends meet, I really challenge you to find somewhere you can make money on your own terms and schedule. This really has not ever been a better time to make
Yeah,
money online. Um, to be an entrepreneur, it's easier, it's cheaper, it's faster than it's ever been. So
yeah,
whether it's knowledge, whether it's offering a service, it's going back to life insurance. That test honestly should take 10 hours of study. Yeah, you're like, oh, Bruce, I'm busy, this, that. I understand, but if we're talking about changing your life, are you gonna put in a little time and effort?
yeah.
Um, what are
It's
some other
interesting.
ways people can get into entrepreneurship?
I mean, I always tell younger people, if you can get certified and you like wellness, become a personal trainer because you can make your own schedule.
Mm,
You can take clients at your leisure because you can set your schedule. Well, maybe you take 1 or 2 clients in the morning and 1 or 2 at night. You can still have your midday. You have classes or whatever you have going on. But I loved hiring people who were fresh out of college or still had a passion for it, but it wasn't necessarily their main thing.
okay.
I think it helps bring balance to their life because they're in a space where people are trying to better themselves. You're helping other people, and the price point is more than that than minimum wage. So
And that's what I'm saying. You're like, well, you work 20 hours at fill in the blank corporation. I ain't gonna tell nobody. They might sponsor us later, right? You make 20 hours making, let's say 15. That's 300 before taxes. What you gonna do with 300?
yeah,
Meanwhile, I'll sell a workshop and let's say 10 people, I think I did the last one was like $25.
mm,
So 10 people, $25, that's 250. And that only takes 90 minutes of my time instead of
yeah,
20 hours. Like which one's really more effort?
right. And that's the part that and there's so many ways to go about it. So many ways to go about personal training, nutrition coaching, as long as you get certified. Like don't
Yes, that's
you
that's
do
the
have to get that
must.
you do have to get the education, but now they have payment plans, they have all kind of things set up. And if you're already in it in some way, shape, or fashion, people learn pretty quickly in that realm. But
Yeah,
I would say that's a great part time to get started.
I love it. We need to, yeah, we'll talk about side hustle one of these days. Let's keep talking about this holiday hustle though.
Mm-hmm.
Because we got people taking up extra shifts, we got people burning out. Me, no. If it's in a budget, if I told you I was gonna get you something, it's on the way.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't tell you I was gonna get you something, then I got you the same thing I did last year.
Yeah.
What about you? How do you stay at peace? How do you keep from burning out?
So presently, I treat it like it's a day that I get to hang out with my family, but
Okay.
I try to stick to my schedule for my clients because now they're off and they can still work out. And I want them to get ahead of the January New Year's rush.
Hmm.
So I tend to have more vacation and leisure time. I try to push it to the summer because that's when my clients cancel more. That's when they're on vacations more. So I try to make mine match that. And in my industry, January is like is the time to really build your business. So I always want to make sure that I'm prepared,
Hmm.
and so I take the time when it's given. Clients are canceling on Christmas Eve because they're celebrating. Then okay, then I'm off. Then I'll take the day and go do fun things. But I don't always work it in. I used to though when I worked for corporate because I had use or lose.
Ah,
So I was like, I hit goal. Deuces. See y'all in the new year.
okay, wait.
Uh,
So for our folks that maybe just in case, use or lose is for your paid time off or
mhm.
your PTO balance. If you
Yes,
didn't take those days, they will just disappear.
they
So
would
when
just
she says use or lose, that's serious. It's stealing from you. Sorry. I
yeah, it
cannot.
is. Yeah, it is. So I would always take that week, and usually I would use that week. I would kind of prepare my home. That's when I like to do my spring cleaning,
Hmm.
and I like to do that twice a year. Do my finish out my donations. So pull my mottos. If I have a morning in a year, it can go. I try not to keep those
Well,
kind of things.
good. If I have a warning in a year, it can go.
Yeah, that means I went through 2 seasons of it, and it hasn't been worn. I don't need it unless it's some type of vintage piece or it's gonna appreciate like a Louis Vuitton bag or something.
Yeah.
But I like to get rid of it, and I stay the same size, so I try.
I was because I'm like you, I will not wait until January to get back to it. So I was like, I'm doing some measurements. I've gone up one pant size in 10 years.
Yeah.
I'm pretty proud of that. I mean, it could be no Penzance, but hey,
Yeah.
a win is a win.
A win is win. I bulked on purpose. I got bigger around 2009, and I've been almost the same, give or take 4 pounds since
See, that's
2009.
what's beautiful thinking about consistency. You
Mm-hmm.
don't have these high highs or these low lows.
No.
Once you hit cruising altitude, you can just.
Yeah, and that's why I don't lie to people when they say, "Oh, you work out all the time." They always assume I work out all the time.
Not
Always.
anymore. I don't have to.
No, I did my 8 hours a day for 7 days a week. I did that, and I didn't mess up my metabolism afterwards. So no, I spend way more time in the kitchen than I do in the gym.
Bodies are built in the kitchen.
Yes, and I love my food to taste the way it's supposed to taste.
All of us do. Let's give them a little Hill family lore. One of the things about the Hill family, so her auntie and my dad are brothers, or brother and sister. We love to cook some food.
Oh yes,
It don't matter what it is.
We are some foodies.
I remember I came home one time and I was like, he's like, man, they had brisket on sale. I was like, I thought you was gonna cook duck. He's like, they didn't have any duck. So I got some Cornish hens and the brisket.
Oh, no, seriously. My dad is the same way. He's like, "Oh, I went to Wegmans and bought us a duck." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
I'm telling y'all, I ain't lying.
I'm a rotisserie it, and he glazed it. And last week he bought me a lamb. He's somewhere. I bought this lamb. It looks good, boo. You want that? Yes, I will cook this lamb.
Fine. Why not?
Why not? My brother's cooking. I'm having a get together on Friday. He said, "I'm gonna smoke some jerk wings. I'm gonna bring my smoker out." I said, "In the winter?" I'm on the East Coast.
It doesn't matter.
No,
was it a holiday or somebody's birthday? No.
No.
It's just because they woke up and felt like it.
Yeah, we're having Asian smoked thighs and jerk smoked wings, and oh yes, we like to throw down. And I am in that kitchen. I enjoy it though. That's my therapy. That's what brings the lifestyle together.
You know what? I was trying to explain that to someone. So when our partner and I were first getting to know each other, she cooked, and it was really good. And I had a long day, so after she cooked, I cleaned up the kitchen. Right, you got to give and receive. Right, she cooked. And then I was like, you know what? I feel like testing a new recipe. And so, poor thing, her feelings was hurt. She was like, "You don't like my food? You still hungry?" I was like, "No, this is for tomorrow. This is just art. This is just relaxation."
Yes.
You know, some people might, I don't know, knit. Some people might read a book. I like to cook, and so we started to learn each other and grow. But that's one I always laugh about. Like, no, this is just what we do. We just like to cook.
That's what we do. We got honestly. Our grandfather was a pit master.
I forgot about that.
You remember? He was a pit master. And he looks like the ones you would see on TV. He looks like, well, in our older age, Grandpa to me looked like Black Santa Claus. I'm like, that's like, he like Black Santa Claus. He was nice and round and jolly and one of the most pleasant people you will ever meet. And he could cook.
Yeah, man. Man, I love it.
Shout out to the Hill family.
Shout out to the family. I love it. So listen, family, celebrate your wins. It's a holiday, not a hollow week.
Indeed.
Remember to keep working, but also take breaks. And when we talk next time, we'll talk about using AI. This has been the Business Cousins podcast. Thanks for joining us on the journey.
Yes, thanks for joining us. Same family, different opinions sometimes. All love.
I love it.